I'm Ayaz Memon with the World Cup update. Australia meets Sri Lanka in Monday's game, and how crucial is this match for the Aussies? They've looked unfocused and in fact quite fatigued in this tournament so far. They've lost two matches, and against Sri Lanka, also struggling a bit. They must fancy their chances. It's not just that they must fancy their chances. I think they need to get going in this tournament, otherwise they'll be left way behind. Now, one thing which could work in their favour is that the Sri Lankans have been reduced to haplessness. They've had injury problems before they came here. For instance, Banindu Hasaranga, their key player, is missing. He's not come on the tour at all. And now the big blow is that their captain Dasun Shanaka has had to go back because of a thigh injury. So that leaves the Sri Lankans quite in a fairly desperate situation. Yes, they've got players like Kusal Mendes and Dhananjay De Silva and some of the others who've done well. Not well enough to win, but they've done well. But this is the best chance for the Aussies. Now, the Aussies, it's a fabulous team on paper, and Australia has won the World Cup more often than any other team. So one would imagine that that kind of legacy would inspire the players to do better, but they better start doing it urgently. What's been the problem for Australia? The pace attack, Cummins, Hazelwood, Mitchell Stark, hasn't looked really venomous. It's not looked like it would blow aside a batting opposition. But I think what's hurt them perhaps even more in the first few games is the lack of sting in Adam Zampa. I mean, the World Cup is being played in India. The pitches will help the spinners, but they don't seem to have got any reward for that. The best spinner has so far been Glenn Maxwell, and that tells its own story. Where the batting is concerned too, Warner has been iffy, and Mitch Marsh just hasn't got going. The best batsmen so far on evidence, what we've seen has been Steve Smith, to an extent Manas Labuschagne. But the kind of heft that Australia had or should have, or what the team on paper reflects, not to be seen. So this is it's a important match for both teams, of course, for Sri Lanka also to stay alive in the tournament, but more so for Australia with all the mighty reputation that they bring along with them.